let's start with the renewals. Do we have Cove Lounge here?
Yes.
You want to just step up here? You are?
William Council.
Okay. And what is your connection on Cove Lounge? Okay. So you're here for, yeah, you'll need to speak up a little bit. So this is, I think, will be your second renewal?
Yes,
I
it
would
is.
say. So you guys have been operating 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Have you changed your business operations in any way since your last?
No, the only thing that we added was brunch. Okay. We added brunch from, on Sundays from 12 to 5.
Okay.
Yes.
And did you guys like redo the front area at all?
Yes, yes, we did
Was that-
we did the front probably about a year and a half.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And I always, I commend the way you guys made all of your space wheelchair accessible.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
That's a very good example for a lot of our restaurants. How many people do you employ?
We employ right now 20 people.
Okay. And do you strive to hire in the community?
Yes, we do.
And then what do you do for hiring?
Well, we do social media based, and then we also do regulars, and we do word of mouth.
And so I assume most of your employees are offered this meeting?
Yes, they are.
Have you had any issues since your last application, issues with any police activity, any crime, any incidents?
No, we didn't have any police activity. We had one fight with two patrons that I guess they had a problem with each other outside.
That didn't turn out well.
Um,
No, except for the one that,
which one?
I'm thinking of one that ended very badly across the street.
No, that had nothing to do with us.
Okay.
No.
When did it start?
When?
Okay.
No, we just this was probably about 3 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, about 3 months ago, and it was just a little scuffle inside the
Okay.
lounge, and then they were both escorted out. Yeah, no problem.
How about noise issues? You get any complaints
No.
from, you guys have residents about,
Yes, we do.
and what kind of soundproofing do you have?
Well, we have soundproofing because our music is downstairs in the basement. That's why DJ is downstairs in the basement. So we actually like 4 levels of beneath ground before
Before you do
Yes.
Okay. How's business been?
Business has been great. It's improving. We had a bad winter, so trying to rebuild from that is the catalyst. We have been doing our numbers, meeting our targets, so I would say we're doing fairly well.
Okay. And have you been operating your Sidewalk Cafe yet?
I'm sorry?
Have you been operating your Sidewalk Cafe this summer? Well, it's not summer yet.
It's not summer yet, but we have, we started, you get people that come in sprinkles, but, nothing has been extremely busy as of yet. We haven't really had too many nice weather. So, the weather hasn't been, permitted for us to really, pick up business outside.
How do you find business, like you've had new establishments opening up around you, how do you find that affecting businesses, positive, negative?
Well, I'm sorry, can you?
Like, you've had a lot of new businesses opening up around you.
Absolutely.
A lot of competition. How does that impact your business?
So, we have a core base that's, we have a menu that's a little bit wider than some of the other venues next to us. And, our food is consistent, our service is consistent. So, we find ourselves like right at the top with all the other restaurants and bars in the area.
You guys have any questions for Cove Lounge? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Can I say?
You can stay, yes.
Thank you.
Sure, we'll stay. Five and Diamond is not here yet. They emailed that they're on their way. We can speak to the gentleman from Barrow Wine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fabrice, do you want to come up and talk a little bit? So this is for Fabrice Warren, the owner of Barrow Wine on 120th Lenox Avenue. So you don't have, I showed an application today, but you wanted to talk to us about your Sidewalk
Yeah.
Cafe situation.
Yeah.
So did, so I understand that they suspended your license and you would like.
The license was expired in December.
Okay.
Somehow I couldn't renew it. I went down to the Consumer Affair on Broadway, and I made a file just to explain the reason why. It was a financial reason why we couldn't resubmit the Sidewalk Cafe on that time, and we are ready to do it now. But I feel like if I could have some kind of level of support from you, saying it's a terrace who is liked by the community, and it'd be a shame to not having this renewal and to wait late in the summer. It could just be not painful just for our business, but as well just for the pleasure of our neighbors.
Right.
Yeah.
Did they indicate that they would want to see a letter from us, or that it would help in any way?
They mentioned it, absolutely.
They did mention
Yeah,
it.
and
Okay.
I had the feeling it would make a big difference.
Okay. Now, you guys have recently changed your operations. You added a full liquor license.
That's correct.
And you didn't get to speak to us, which, as you guys spoke about, is
Yeah.
something entirely that is internal to our office.
Okay.
So I appreciate that you got the information. That
Yeah.
you have given us the notice and all. So how long has that changed?
3 weeks now.
Okay. Have you noticed the difference? Big difference?
I mean, I don't know, it's too soon to say it's really from the liquor license, but somehow we have a later problem. Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock, we have no business, we were packed last Sunday. I mean, I feel like, yes, it has something to do with the liquor.
And how are you guys doing in terms of noise issues? I know that, you know.
I have no problem since 2 years ago that we went through with the
Yeah,
neighbor.
that was sort of one person, so.
Yeah, it was one person, and somehow we just fixed few things, and it's working. And, we have no complaint whatsoever as far as I'm concerned.
Is that gentleman still living there?
I heard that he's still there. They sold the building. They should leave in few weeks or few months. I think it was sold, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was sold.
Mhm.
And
But
somebody-
they're still in the premises.
Okay. So, and so we renewed your license, well, it was just this past year, we renewed your wine and beer license.
That's correct. Let's do that.
Renewed your Sidewalk Cafe license, I guess, so, years ago.
No, I applied 3 years ago.
So that was the first.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You guys have it? Okay. So we'll see what we can do, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
If we are gonna communicate, I don't know, if you have a contact person at ECA who you want us to communicate with?
I believe if you give
I
me
think
a
you
hard
do a-
copy, I would go and deliver by myself. I have a
Okay.
contact, I spoke to someone.
So, it's really big concern.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I would go in person.
And we would,
Or you email to me, and then I will go. Absolutely.
okay,
Thank
great.
you very much.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
You should go to Montmartre, open a cafe. Go back to France. So much nicer. Much nicer. I was there for 3 weeks in July. So it's all over France, the stuff with France and everything. It was amazing. Don't be afraid. It's ridiculous.
So, well, everything else now is quorum, but proceed. Why don't we talk about the Sidewalk Cafe applications? The first one is Serf Two, this is Babalucci's, 331 Lenox Avenue, between 126th and 127th. Great, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Bob Callahan from Michael Kelly's office. Hi, I'm Charles Lepresto, one of the owners of Babalucci's.
Okay, so you guys have been open for about a year?
Not quite a year,
Not quite a year. How's your business been going?
very well. We had a short hiatus. We had a pipe broke in the building, and we were closed for 10 days and had to do a lot of repairs. But it took us a couple of weeks to get back to normal. But since then, business has been, it was good before, but it's even better now.
Okay. Do you have the diagram there, the plans? Why don't we-
I have an extra set if you need more.
Okay, so, so you guys are on the same block as Corner Social and Cove Lounge. So how do I read this? This is the front of your place, this is the front of the restaurant, okay. This is the sidewalk at the curb.
So I'll go over the numbers with you. We're applying for unenclosed sidewalk cafe, 14 tables and 30 seats. We're gonna have metal and canvas stanchions, 2.5 feet in height that surround the cafe. We'll be using 17 feet 1 inch of a 34 foot 10-inch sidewalk, which means we'll be losing 17 feet 9 inches for pedestrians in this area in here. Now there is a small bike rack, which would be 16 feet from the cafe.
When you say small, I mean one of those.
How many bikes does that bike rack hold?
I've seen 4 or 5 bikes there at one time, but they're sort of piled up on
But
top
it's
of each
a
other.
small one.
It's around,
It's
yeah,
around,
it's
right.
around.
So probably 10 to 16.
In order to actually have a photo for you, so you can see it.
Yes, it's one of these right there. Okay.
So it's a pretty wide sidewalk, 17 feet for, over 17 feet for pedestrians.
So I'm seeing from here, so Cove Lounge is three doors down from you? Or-
Yes, about 3 doors down, there's,
And they're pretty
yeah,
much right.
there's an empty space next to us,
Okay.
and then,
Now, how far out will your cafe come in relation to a Corner Social and Cove?
Cove is out further than Corner Social, and we'll be out probably just a hair, just around the same as Cove, maybe
Right.
slightly further out.
Corner Social has they had some street furniture there.
Right.
So, with it being right on the corner, they had to go smaller in the front. So I think they come out 9 feet 1 inch. The other Cove comes out just to about 1 meter.
Right. And you're more the shape of Cove's, I would assume, kind of more of a
Yeah.
Yes,
coming out.
yes.
Okay. Yes. Hey, Cicely. Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl, we just started speaking to folks from Babalucci.
Oh,
Cheryl is our Sidewalk
how are
Cafe
you? Sorry for my promptness.
expert. So basically, we were just talking about, so Babalucci's is 3 fronts down from Cove Lounge.
Right.
Right next to
Yeah.
Corner Social, and so Babalucci's proposed sidewalk cafe would pretty much be the same as Cove's,
Right, which is a little bit out from.
which comes out as compared to the
From
corner,
Corner
because
Social,
corner's
right.
got
Right.
its own.
Actually, I think ours would be out a little bit further than
Oh, then this one.
goes down. If you want us to pull it back, it'd be
We want,
perfect.
because actually, to be honest, it would be nice to have consistency in that entire.
Okay, well, we
strip.
can,
What,
We can
what
put
does
it-
Cove have? Do we know the?
I can't remember the strip.
Gentlemen, is he still here?
He just stepped down.
Yeah, they're here for their.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows how many.
Yeah, he may or may not.
Yeah, he probably. Oh. But yeah, it would be good to have consistency, because that had come up with the Cove and the Corner Social. There was a little bit of inconsistency in terms of
but
the.
we could say consistent with Cove.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a little
I
out.
remember the Corner Social had something with one of the things with the street furniture, so the front of
Right.
theirs had to be back in front of it. These are in the middle of the block.
I mean, Corner Social, I guess, has the advantage of being
On the
long,
corner, right.
Right, because
so
they
they
go
can,
around.
they can
Right.
fit the seats in. How many seats did you say you would be?
This one is going to be 14 14 tables and 30 seats.
Okay, so, would you be able to bring that in without losing much in the way of seating?
No, we'd have to lose seats, but it all depends on how far we have to come in. If we have to come in just a couple of feet, then we'll lose the outside 2 tables.
And I think it may be literally not even 2 tables. But I
Yeah.
think for us, I think it's important to have at least a consistent line, as opposed to,
Yeah, it certainly would be good to be no further out than Cove.
Right.
That's no problem, we could line ourselves up with the.
Right, similar to the other side of the street.
Right, like with,
Correct.
you know, shows, yeah, and
Right.
Red Rooster there. They're more
Right, yeah, I wish we had the measurement for Cove right now, because I could do it right now for you.
we have
I
the
measured.
application.
They're out 15 feet.
Oh, they're about 15?
Yeah.
And what is your proposal?
This would be
Ours is
17.
17
So
more,
it's-
so it would be 2 feet. Yeah, which would be, no,
Actually, that would only be 2 tables.
right, the end 2 tables.
Right, not 4.
Right.
Yeah,
So you can live
Can
with
do
that.
that?
we can live with that, yes.
Okay, that's fine.
And what kind of, what's, oh, well,
Go ahead, no, go.
what is the aesthetics going to be of your cafe? What kind of orders you going to have plans?
We're getting the flower boxes, the long narrow ones that are raised up somewhat off the ground, so they'll be like area with foliage.
Okay.
And
Some
how-
flowers,
how
some what?
high?
Yeah, they can't go
Which is
over
that- which is
3
that-
feet
Right.
with the foliage,
Right.
so.
Yeah, that's consistent with with the others. That's about the height of the stanchions outside of Corner Social, and the barriers outside of Cove.
Now, are you in a residential building?
Yes.
Have you had any issues with noise from your restaurant nights?
No,
Do you have live music?
occasionally, but the place is small, and so we don't have, it's not big band, it's we've been having, at brunch, we've been having a violins, and we have had a couple of pieces, a few times on a Tuesday evening. And we put them right in the front, you can see them. It's about 3.
You have amplifiers?
Excuse me?
Amplifiers.
Amplifiers, the violinist has an amplifier. Otherwise.
You don't have any
not.
regular-
What's that?
regularly, your in-house music is not.
No, in-house music is just the music system. It's not. And we have had, it's pretty solid, we built it pretty solid, so, and we don't play it all that loud, it's not that kind of place. It's not a club, it's more of a restaurant.
Right. So, I'm assuming that I think you plan to have music outside?
No, oh, no.
Okay.
No, no.
And what will your hours be?
Although the front opens, and if we had any music, it would spill out. In other words, you would hear the music from the outside. But as far as having live music outside,
Mhm.
or and
outside.
certainly if it was if it disturbed anybody, we would not do it.
The hours for the cafe would be Sunday to Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, 11 a.m.
Do you know offhand what the outdoor hours are at Cove and Corner Social?
No, I don't. I assume they're the same. I think they're pretty well regulated.
And did you solicit any signatures of support?
Yes.
And is there any community members here from the area? And did you get that? I didn't see the posting of the flyer.
I assume you guys posted the notice of the
Yes.
public hearing?
Yes.
Yeah, we posted the notice, a picture of it in the window.
Um,
Signatures, plus we have a few, what's it, letters?
Oh,
These are people from, where did you say?
from the mosque and the
Church bus. There's 4 letters also. All the people from the church and the mosque.
Separate letter?
excuse me?
4 separate letters?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's rules.
Yeah, they're
Signed by
basically
Frederick.
a form letter that they signed.
Do these signatures include residents of the building?
Yes.
What was your address?
330, or 329 is the building name, the building number is 329. Ours is 229-331. We are in, our space is 331.
So, we've got 327, 327, 325, 329, 327, 325, 325.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure you got everybody around the place so that this way.
You've got a couple Third Avenues for one.
Well,
3rd Avenue.
out of time, this came in for a meal.
So you said you've had no noise complaints thus far?
No.
Right, okay.
No.
No police activity, any SLA violations, any
No.
drinking issues? Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions from the community for these gentlemen?
And our complete staff leaves, every member of our staff.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we actually finished speaking with him already? Oh, he's ready.
Yeah.
Do you want to say a few words right now?
I just want to say I was going to put him in writing that as well. That's all right.
That's perfectly fine.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good night.
Were you going to write a letter to us
Of course.
or to the?
Well, all right, a letter to both,
Okay,
to the chair here and to Chris.
So we get it on,
oh, I'm sorry.
might as well since we're discussing it anyway.
Yes, well, before you arrived, Mr. Warren is the owner of Barrett Wines. He's not here on an application per se, but there had been a little snafu with getting his license, continuing his side of license for some financial issue was suspended or whatever the terminology is. They've told him that he has to reapply from scratch, which will take 4 months. They indicated that to get some interim relief, that a letter from the community board could be helpful in that respect. Is that right? My thoughts were, we can write, confirming that, we approved you once, twice. As far as I know, there's, they're employing people and they're good neighbors. That would be the discussion. And Mr. Walker has just arrived to lend his moral support to write on Barrett.
So is it, so do we affect changes with that, or how does it?
I'm sorry?
Have you spoken to them about
Them
what else? I mean, in SLA or?
to DCA?
Yeah, DCA.
No, I haven't. But the applicant, well, you're not applicant, we are told that, they were told that something from the board would be helpful.
Could I just say a quick word?
Sure.
Because I'm very familiar.
Mr. Sidewalk.
I'm very familiar with this situation. There's a renewal period, and if you don't renew by the end of that period, basically what they do is just take your license with them.
Speak up, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. If there are extraordinary circumstances as to why you didn't renew, if you can provide the DCA with those, they'll make a decision on whether you can renew it late.
Okay.
So that's the situation that he's
I see,
in.
okay.
And they, any kind of support that the DCA can get is, makes it easier for them to decide that he can renew the license. So to come to you, probably on their suggestion, right? And as long as you have no problem with it, they'll factor that towards the approval. Yeah, it happened a month and a half ago, same situation.
And what was the end result?
I'm still waiting for the answer.
Stick
Yeah,
around,
that's a long.
stick around tonight,
It
you're
is.
gonna see another. It's in the water.
It has to go up to the legal division, they have to go through all the paperwork that's provided, so it takes a month and a half, but it does cut down from the 3 to 4 months it would take to reapply for all of us.
Okay. Oh. Terry, I think is out. Now we're just, I'm starting here. Okay, so where were we? Okay, let's go to Row House Sidewalk Cafe. The same representative. Hey guys, how you doing?
You guys, how you doing?
So this is a Sidewalk Cafe application for 115 Restaurant Corp, the Row House, 2128 Frederick Douglass Blvd, which is the southeast corner of 115th Street. The owners are people who've been here before. They are the owners of Harlem Tavern, now the owners of Row House. You guys have been open for less than a year, right?
Yeah.
And we opened December, yeah.
Wow, seems long, right, you guys? Okay, how's it going? How's business?
It's great.
Going really well.
Yeah.
Very happy so far. Obviously, opening in December, we had a nice pop with the holiday period, and then going into January and February with colder weather and whatnot, things kind of dip down, but we've been solid all the way through, so we're very happy with the way. Obviously looking forward to spring,
Right.
eventually kicking in.
Obviously, you guys are not a clone of Harlem Tavern.
No.
Not a place that have people taken to your different approach?
People really seem to love it, actually. We're really happy with the response we've been getting. The neighborhood's really accepted us. There's not really anything quite like it so far, so people appreciate having a different option. Our food is different than what a lot of other places are doing, including us across the street. So, yeah, it's going really well.
Yeah,
We're
we were
happy
very-
with it.
We were very conscious of the fact that we didn't want to just replicate Harlem Towers. We wanted to bring something else, something a little different to the neighborhood, so.
Just, by the way, hi. Anyone who's arrived and hasn't signed the sign-in sheet, could you do that, please? Have you had any issues at Row House involving security, police activity, noise complaints, any SLA issues, any violations?
No,
No.
not yet.
Okay.
The police were in with me the other day because they thought Bernie Sanders was coming in, but it wasn't him, so it was okay. But they just came to say hi, just in case. Yeah.
Little crotchety guy.
It was a rumor. They were like, oh, is he going to be here? I'm like, no, it's all right. They're like, all right, it's fine. So that was about it.
You're having something Friday, right? Some political event?
That is a political event as well, yes.
No, Friday.
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 Saturday.
We're impartial.
Whoever pays. So what are your plans for the Sidewalk Cafe and
Yeah, they're out. Okay, the Sidewalk Cafe will have 24 tables and 48 seats. 18 tables and 36 seats will be on the Frederick Douglass Blvd side.
Okay.
We'll be using 12 feet, 11 inches of a 25-foot-7 sidewalk, which is here. That'll leave 12 feet.
This is Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, this will be 12 feet, 8 inches for pedestrians to go by.
What's across the street?
114.
Frederick Douglass and 115.
Yeah.
So it's right on the corner of
It's right on the
115th
corner.
Street. So there's actually, the only street furniture here would be the garbage container and the lamp. And we have clearances from those easily for the front side. We have the clearances for the side also. And that side, that'll be 6 tables and 12 seats on 115th Street. We'll be using 7 feet, 15 inches, leaving 8 feet for pedestrian traffic.
So in your lingo, street furniture is sort of anything that's on.
Yeah, light poles, garbage cans, fire hydrants.
That's a nice term.
Yeah, no, that's what the
It's a nice way to say
that's what the
it.
DCA
Yeah, the
calls
DCA
it.
calls it.
Yeah, the DCA call,
Can't
anything,
put flyers on
street
street
furniture has to
furniture.
be over a certain square footage. So actually, this kind of light pole would be street furniture, but the traffic signs, the parking signs, those are not, they're too small. And the hours would be, the cafe would be closed at midnight, 7 days a week.
How have you guys been doing with your handicap accessibility in the restaurant? How's that going? Issues with that? I think you guys had
We have a lift.
discussion about a ramp or a lift or something?
We have a lift at the back, so there's a side entrance on 115th Street, and then there's 3 steps up to the actual kind of main level, and we have an elevator basically that takes the person from the lower landing up to the upper landing.
Has that been working?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
We only have to, we used it a couple of times actually.
Close by home.
Yeah, just by that stoop there.
Right
Maybe,
before.
yeah, right after the stoop. Yeah, good.
So how does the handicap know that it's there?
We tell them.
But if they can't get in, they can't tell you. So how do they know?
We can post a sign in the window, yeah, absolutely.
That'd be
But,
good.
yeah, no problem, absolutely.
Yeah, probably for handicap entrance.
Is it on the
Side.
internet? When you make reservations, can you see on the internet that there's handicap access?
I can't see it.
I didn't
But I
see
think
it.
it'd be good to post a sign in the front,
Something like
you know,
that.
access.
Yeah,
so-
Sure, yeah, absolutely, no
You
problem.
know, and there's something, we've been told, I know Christina would know it, I think some of our restaurant folks have told us, you can get certified by some organization,
You're right.
and you get a sticker in the
Right.
window, and you get,
Yes.
you know, you put the logo on your
Probably
website.
Christine.
Okay.
And all of that stuff, yeah, and I think
Probably.
one of the restaurant people actually were telling us about it once. That might be something to, so I mean, it's obviously good